Other things that are uncomfortable on the boat, Luke wore a sailor suit.
Oh my god.
Luke wears a sailor suit that looks like a Spirit Halloween sexy sailor costume that a lady would wear. It is so tight.
Like a Sailor Moon dress. You know, like Sailor Moon,
yeah.
like that cartoon?
Yeah. It was like he should have been stripping. But
the way Jesse describes it and Jasmine, I could not stop laughing.
You can't unsee what we saw.
No, and they kept panning over.
Because even the cameramen are like, what the fuck? I can't get away from it.
I know.
It's just keep there. And he's standing, everyone's sitting,
eating,
and then he's like standing next to the table so it's right at eye level.
Listener discretion advised. Adult language and mature content.
It is Two Queens, One Screen. I'm Jen.
I'm Keely.
And we are so excited about how Love Island is wrapping up. We're going to have the finale at the end of this week. We'll talk about it next week. But you and I were just discussing, there was a post that someone saw on the internet about, it's silly that these grown men are watching Love Island. They should be changing spark plugs or something. And, and my response to that is the grown men that are watching this are typically cuddled in with their wives and girlfriends while they're watching it. And what is the amazing thing that happens as they watch the show?
They ask questions. Mm-hmm. They say, why is that wrong? Or what is he doing? Or what am I missing?
Why would that guy do that? Why is she upset? Yeah.
Yes.
The same thing that you and I are doing.
Yes.
Watching these and having... I see where she's coming from. Oh, I don't think so. I think she was fucked up. Like, having these conversations is important.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets labeled as trash, and it gets labeled as gossip. But what it really is breaking down social interactions, finding in those conversations the people around us that we're talking with, what their morals and ethics are, and also being able to dissect those things and break them down in a very safe way, right? Because I'm not having those things. I'm not doing those things. I'm watching someone else do it, but we can still learn from it together. So amazing.
And why is it not masculine to watch this show or ask those questions? I don't understand that at all. It's very demoralizing and emasculating. Is that the word?
Right.
I don't understand that at all.
Why is social emotional intelligence considered less than?
Yeah.
Lacking.
For men. Yeah.
For men. It's ridiculous. And as we're watching this show, who are the men that everyone is the most attracted to? The ones that have the emotional maturity.
Right.
Chris, who's going, hey, I want to talk this through.
Yeah.
Hey, I see that you're having this feeling.
Yes.
Where's that coming from?
Yep.
How would you like me to react to you? What do you need in this moment?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's getting the girls sliding off their seats.
Yeah.
It's not fucking Austin dancing around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, just saying.
Yep.
Love Island is important. It's not a good season this season. This season is not as good as last season.
No.
But it's still important because we are having conversations. Yep. Who did you vote for as your favorite couple?
Oh, Amaya and Brian, of course. What about you?
Amaya and Brian.
Good.
Because, everyone's getting laid now. Apparently, everyone's having
sex.
Oh
my God. I know.
But I love that Amaya was like, we're doing this. Everyone get me dressed up. Where's the lingerie? Let's go. And then he's in like jeans and a t-shirt. What is, but I don't know what I want. what is the male equivalent to lingerie?
Yeah,
And
he
would I
had
want
like
to see
a
it?
tank top on and undies. I don't know. I liked how what do you call the guy that talks behind the scenes? The moderator or the what's the word? I don't know. Everybody's
He's not the
screaming. I know.
narrator. What is he?
Yeah. Anyway, he said he looked. Amaya was so pretty with the lingerie, and then he looked like he was picking up his DoorDash order. That was so
Yes.
funny, which
And
is
100%.
true. Yeah.
100%. I will say,
But yeah.
I don't know if it's that I'm old. I don't think that I'm a prude. But as they're all getting ready for everything and everyone's hyping them up and cheering them on, and I also super appreciated the one thing they did really well this season. No one was like, I wish it was me. I wish they should have picked me to go in the Hideaway.
Yeah.
There was none of that. Everyone was like,
Yeah.
it's Amaya, go Amaya. Like, they read the room and they saw, and I loved that they were all very sweet and fun and supportive. And because I feel like Shelley could have been like,
oh my gosh, yeah,
we're the real one, something.
Yep.
And nobody was. So good job, everyone.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where your train of thought was going. I really liked what Brian's comments when he came out of the Hideaway. They were very respectful. He was very sweet about it. I really like Brian a lot.
My point was actually the opposite.
Oh, okay.
Not about Brian.
Oh, okay.
Love Brian.
Yeah. I was just talking Brian while you were trying to get there.
No, thank you. I appreciate you. I deeply appreciate you. No, I was shocked by the "Eat that kitty in the Hideaway" chant.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Just like openly, like, you better go down on her.
Yeah. Well, they won't say we're all having sex. They call it the journey. They won't
like
say
they're
that.
being cute about it. But then,
They sing a song. Eat that kitty. Yeah.
Eat that kitty in the Hideaway. Yeah. And he did, apparently. Good. Brian. I mean, and openly told all the guys that he did. Great. Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Signaling, not only did I did a great job, and everyone.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And everyone's supportive. I don't know how realistic some of those conversations would be outside this fucked up scenario, but wonderful. Yeah. I'm glad for everybody.
I know. My God.
They did kick off Clark and Taylor, which I feel genuinely bad that people don't like Clark. I don't think any of this is Clark's fault. I don't think Clark handled anything poorly. Am I wrong? Or do you disagree?
No, I agree with those statements.
I feel bad for Clark. I think that Taylor did stuff not as perfectly as we would have liked, but also I think he went, I'm exploring a new connection. This is hitting it for me, and that's the point of the show.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna move on to somebody else. So you talk about.
Go ahead. No. That's perfect. That's all.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think that Olandria and Nick doesn't feel terribly genuine for me, and I know a lot of people really love it, and
I'm kind of him-hawing with that too. It's feeling a little forced, but he does seem happy with her. He's more smile on his face. He's more upbeat around her. Mm-hmm. They just have more of a genuine friendship than I think he had with Sierra. And that's perfectly fine, but this is Love Island, so we need to...
It's not Friendship Island.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And I think there's something that feels, and granted this is Love Island, it's a weird parallel universe, but there's something weird about, let's purposely cultivate a friendship first.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, maybe that's the part of me where it's like, I want everyone drunk and making out. Why are we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I hear you.
I think Amaya has this in the bag. I don't see how anyone else can compete. How do you feel about Huda after last night with what was going on with her and Chris?
I know. I'm a little confused and disappointed. So I guess I didn't understand I mean, watching the previous where everybody, like literally that entire night, the whole bedroom was having sex. I guess
Yes.
I missed that. I saw a couple of
Having,
the couples, but I missed
yeah,
her and Chris having
yeah.
sex.
But
I don't
apparently
know.
they've been getting intimate.
Yeah. And then she did act differently the next day. She did have a switch. I did notice that, and he noticed it and was trying to pull it out of her, like, what's wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and or trying to be loving with her. Give me a kiss. I want to hold your hand. I want to put my arm around you. He
Yeah.
was trying to be affectionate with her, and she was not having it, being off-putting to him. He
Mm-hmm.
was not understanding that. And then people were, I was confused that once she had sex with him and now she's not, just treating him poorly. I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
My I guess, no, my perception of her has not changed. I'm just confused.
I feel like I like her more than I did in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I feel like she even said she felt like she was trying to do the opposite of what
Yeah.
she did the last time.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to do PDA. She's trying to pull
Yeah.
back. I feel like she is just a little bit stunted. I was thinking
Yeah.
about this as they were having these conversations,
Yeah.
and it's like he is so direct and clear, but also very supportive. He's having these very emotionally intelligent conversations
Yeah.
with her, and she's
Yeah.
just like pushing back against it over and over again. And what I think is, I think that she had her daughter young,
Mhm.
and all of these other people have had all of this
Yeah.
time to continue to develop emotionally, and their brains keep growing,
Yeah.
and they're doing all these things. She was focused on survival and raising her daughter.
Yeah.
And so I think she's not been in these situations. She's not
Yeah.
working through these relationships and learning in these relationships because she's been being a mom. So it's kind of like how all of the kids were in school and then COVID came, and so now they're like emotionally stunted.
Yeah.
Because they weren't seeing each other in school, and then also now they don't know their times tables as well as they should.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happened to Huda emotionally because she had a kid.
Yeah. I think she has also huge PTSD from everybody being so awful to her.
Yes, she's
with Jeremiah, that she,
friendless.
yeah, is just terrified to do anything with Chris in front of them outside a challenge. That comes off as just weird and not genuine when she says that. But I think it's just horrible PTSD because they were so mean to her about Jeremiah. And it's super confusing because Chris is so genuinely loving towards her that when she rejects him like that, it's devastating. And he's not really clear because he didn't see all of that, right? He wasn't there.
That's a good point. I think you're onto something because I think also she's trying to still be friends with Shelley. She's trying to still be friends with Alandria, who's going to back Shelley. We already know this.
Yeah.
And Alandria's already turned on her when she thinks she disrespects. So I think she's trying to maintain those friendships.
Yeah.
So she's walking on eggshells there, and then she's also like, so what am I supposed to do there?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of, and it's damaging her relationship with Chris. And I feel bad. You can see it on his face that he's like, you want to have sex with me, but then you won't kiss me in front of these people. That is really confusing to men. Men are very surface, easy, basic creatures.
Yeah.
And when you confuse them, it doesn't go well.
Well, it just seems like it's almost like a role reversal, because how many times do you have a guy that's like,
Yeah.
we're going to have sex, but I don't
Yeah.
want you to be my girlfriend in public.
Right.
Right? And
Right.
she's doing that to him, and he's like,
Right.
that's not how, we're not doing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This isn't, and he's so direct
Yeah.
and like clear
Yeah.
with what he wants in this, and
Yeah.
that he's hurt. I just,
Yeah.
I loved his communication there.
Yeah.
Chris
Yep.
is my favorite.
Yes, me too.
But
Me too.
I don't know that Hood is the right match for him. I don't know that anybody in there is the right match for him.
I thought
maybe
for
Olandria.
I thought for a half a second at the fire pit when they were doing the favorite couples and they got called and sat down and she pulled his hand over to hold it and she said, "Hey," and looked at him. I thought she was going to kiss him.
Me
thought,
too.
Oh, please kiss him, kiss him, kiss him.
Please. Like, show
she
him,
didn't.
like, look, we're still
Mhm.
here. But I think he was like, like, I think
know.
she needed a very clear, like, you've got a green light for this. And I think he's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think also it maybe would have felt fake for him if she did in that moment.
Yeah, I
like,
guess that's
because
true.
America says we're good.
Yeah, that's
Then
true.
we're like, America didn't kick us off, so someone voted for us. So now you're okay with it because they.
Yeah,
just
that's
said
true.
yes?
That's
I don't
true.
know. It's hard, guys. So I think everyone should be watching this with their partners. If you're single, I think you should be discussing this with your friends. This is how we make world peace.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. Speaking of so good, the exact correct amount of drama for me happened this week in the Valley.
Yeah.
In Maui in the Valley.
Maui in the Valley.
I think it's great. I'm a little bit bored of exactly what the arguments are, but it's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
So, we are on episode 13 of The Valley. The Cruise from Hell. Which I don't disagree. Disagree.
Yep.
We open up. They've just had the surprise party for Kristen because she is engaged, and they are given Luke and Kristen. Zach's like, you guys have 5 minutes. Everyone, we're gonna go down to dinner. Have 5 minutes alone, but then get down because we only have the meal until 10.
Yep.
Poor Zach. He really did run around and work his little ass off.
He did.
Trying to get this all together. And he was clearly so frazzled and so spread thin.
Yeah.
And I think he genuinely did his best. Zach is my number one guy in the group still.
I know, me too. Me too.
Number one guy in the group. So, just a little sweetie. Happy with him. He explains to everyone once they get down to the luau dinner outside that Janet is not coming. There is a big miscommunication here that even is brought up in the after show, and apparently they still don't totally get it. Janet wasn't uninvited.
Yeah.
Janet wasn't told, do not come. I think he was probably going to, but he didn't have to because Janet just graciously bowed out. And I don't remember who it was. I think it was Michelle and Brittany were like, well, that's too bad. They spent all the money to fly here. And he's like, no, she didn't want to come. And it seems like they, for some reason, stuck to that version.
Yeah.
Even though she's the one that decided she wasn't going to go. Which I think is annoying. The whole situation is so whacked out. They bring up, it's like, well, remember the double standard that's happening here. He didn't get to go to Big Bear. Kristen didn't get to go to Big Bear. They're allowed to uninvite people. Why would chill the fuck out? And Zach was like crying about the whole thing. It was ridiculous. And somebody's like, well, just imagine, Michelle, like, you get engaged. And Jesse's standing there and goes, let's not talk about Michelle's engagement.
Oh my God, I know. That was awesome.
This is so fucking awkward. It was so fucking awkward. And everyone's kind of getting ready. Everyone's about to be eating. And then, or at least, walking around this dinner thing, standing hors d'oeuvres. And Jasmine's looking around. Fucking Jasmine, who gives a shit? And Jasmine's like, well, where's Danny and Nia? Why aren't they here? Or they're probably napping. This is going back to the fucking Santa Cruz, Santa Barbara, Santa something.
Yeah, Santa Barbara, I think.
Santa Barbara. Why are we doing so many callbacks to old drama that literally doesn't matter?
Yeah.
That really annoyed me.
Yeah.
We find out later in the after show she's just in a shitty mood because she had to help blow up balloons, which was really hard. And the room that they were blowing balloons up in was hot. And she didn't have a pump, and so she was annoyed by that. And you're like, you were asked at the last minute to help out. You didn't want to do it, but you did it anyway. It wasn't about you. No one made you do this. Also, Zach was just trying his best. Why are you going after Zach?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they're like, well, Danny and Nia had to go shower. Yeah, they were on a boat all day.
Right.
Like, well, I didn't get to shower. You could have showered all day long.
Right.
All day long you had to shower.
I don't understand this friend group.
I don't either. It's like they want to eat each other. It doesn't make sense. And as Jasmine's bitching about Danny and Nia not being there, Britt, who's pissed off because she wasn't invited to the engagement boat trip, she's like, well, she said, if nobody is held accountable to do the things they're supposed to, I'm going to leave. And Jasmine's like, yeah, me too. What the fuck are you talking about, Brittany? So remember literally everything you and I said last episode about Brittany even apologized because she said that she was embarrassed by her behavior, and we're like, well, I mean, they didn't see it. No, she threw the temper tantrum that she threw about Danny and Nia showering really quick before they came back downstairs.
Yeah.
She's going to leave because Danny and Nia are showering?
Yeah.
Because they're late to get back down? That sounds silly. That is silly. I'm glad that she's embarrassed because that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Jasmine, not as embarrassed as I think she should have been by that.
Oh, 100%. I don't think Jasmine takes responsibility for a lot of stuff she says or does.
This is a party for Kristen and Luke. Mm-hmm. Kristen and Luke didn't make you do shit. Zach asked you for help. Zach's your friend. Kristen supposedly is your friend. If you don't want to be involved, say no, I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
It is better to feel guilty than resentful.
Yeah.
Say no.
Yeah.
Say no. So anyway, I was mad at Jasmine for that.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, Zach was like, no, we're not doing this. Good job, Zach.
That was awesome.
Just immediately put a kibosh on it. No, we're not doing this. This is for Kristen. We're celebrating Kristen. Chill the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen and Luke come down, and then Kristen starts to get like an anxiety attack because everyone's looking at her. This Kristen is a different Kristen than what we watched on Vanderpump.
Yeah, at this party, not on the boat.
Oh, not on the boat.
Yes,
Old
at
Kristen,
the party. Yeah.
In the best ways, Kristen on the cruise the next day is old Kristen, and I loved it.
Suck a dick, Kristen. Yes.
Suck a dick. Oh my god, so good.
Yeah.
We needed her back. We needed this.
Yeah.
So, Danny and Nia come. They're late. Everyone's pissed about that. Aaron also came later, but that's because I think he wasn't invited to the surprise. Oh. I guess they didn't have enough shirts for Aaron.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know why that is. Weird. I like Aaron. I'm Team Aaron. He's fun. So he goes up to Luke at one point and he's like, oh, you beat me to it. And Luke's like, we've been dating for several years.
I know.
So I didn't beat you to it. This has been a long time coming. And and it's sweet. Like Aaron's just excited because he loves love and he's congratulating them, but it was just a little odd.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little backside conversation about that Kristen's concerned that Janet, since she knows, is going to tell everybody before she gets a chance to tell everybody. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't put it past Janet, but Janet didn't. Janet has decided to take the high road up to a pedestal that she's put herself on. Oh. She says a couple things that piss me off, but she didn't. She's not the one that spilled the beans on the Kristen engagement.
No. We said it last week who was going to do it, and it happened.
Yep. Fucking everything that you and I were like, you know what, I'm proud of Brittany because at least she didn't blah, blah, blah. She did.
Yep.
She did this episode.
This is why they didn't tell her.
And she was like a little bit drunk and just nasty. She's like, I'm happy for you. I wish I had been there, but I'm happy. And let's have a serious conversation. Okay. Who is owed the experience of being there? If you were best friends with somebody, it's still not about you.
Right.
So no, you're not. You don't. Right. Oh, you picked them instead of. Yeah, there's a reason that they picked Danny and Nia. They wanted it to be an intimate thing. They wanted it to be about that. They didn't want it to be about the theme party that Brittany would have thrown. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I wish I would have seen your reaction. You will. It's on film. They've taped it. Yeah. Nia got a picture. You can see exactly what her face looked like. Yeah. You didn't need to be in that moment to share with her because it had nothing to fucking do with you. Yeah. And maybe I'm overly sensitive to it because, I didn't have anyone around in my engagement. It was intimate. I didn't have 1,000 people at my wedding. It was intimate. I don't think I owe my relationship to anyone else's experience. Same thing with having kids. Where people are like, oh, you really should have so-and-so in the delivery room with you. I had a C-section, so I didn't have to have anybody there. But Grandma Darlene was telling me who I should be letting in the room. Yeah. And I'm like, no. I don't want anyone there. Yeah. Oh, they really should see these babies come into the world. Why? Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand the feeling entitled to experiencing other people's milestones. Yeah. I think if you're invited, you are honored. Otherwise, you celebrate it afterwards with them. Yeah. Yeah. You selfish prince.
Brittany proved why they shouldn't tell her. I mean, Zach said why, and she immediately proved why. Yeah. Immediately.
Just immediately. She sucks. I'm pissed at Brittany. I know that she's going through shit. Yeah. But you don't get to be mad. You don't get to be mad. Mm-mm. She's still talking shit about how she wished she had been there. And it's like, you know why. Okay. Yeah. But anyway. As everyone was talking shit about Danny and Nia, Zach goes over and tells Danny and Nia that they had been talking shit about them. Yeah. Zach is also a shitster, but but like in a fun way. Yeah. The way that I like. It just was awkward. So Danny gets defensive immediately. And this is what they should have titled this episode was like protect your peace. Because everyone just that became the mantra of the weekend. And if that's your friendship mantra, your friendship sucks.
Oh my God.
Protect your peace. Just protect your peace. Don't let them upset your peace. And that's what Nia is saying to Danny as he's like, why do they have shit to talk about the fact that you and I had to go shower? Because we were late? I don't understand why everyone's upset at us. This is bullshit. Yeah. Who's saying something? And Nia's like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Yeah. And I think that there is a way to look at that and be like, look, Nia's trying to pretend like everything's fine. Nia's trying to make nice. No, Nia's looking at things and going, today is about Kristen and Luke. We don't need to start a thing. We don't need to have another conversation. It's done. It's shitty that they're doing this, but like, and we also don't need to give them the power of like upsetting us like this. And she's like, shush, 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 it's fine. That's how I see it. They all go up to the hotel room though. Kristen and Luke go off to the presidential suite to go make a baby. Yeah. And eat that kitty. In the, the hideaway. They go up to somebody else's hotel room that I guess is linked to Janet and Jason. So Janet and Jason are back from dinner and they're in bed.
I loved that so much.
Yeah, but they have like connecting suites. So everyone's in the living room being loud, having a party, and they have like a pocket door between them.
I know it.
And they're like, what do we do? This is awkward.
What do? You get out of bed and you go talk to them and either join the party or be like, we're going to bed, homies. Shut up. Either you acknowledge or you go join them. You don't just sit there and be weird.
It's fucking weird. It's so weird. And this isn't,
Yeah.
didn't that happen last year where they were like, somebody was like in a room?
Oh yeah, that
Remember
did
that?
happen.
And it was a Big Bear. And you're like, why are we pretending
Yeah.
that we're not over it? Just get, whatever. Just drama for it.
Yeah.
She's creating it and trying to be a victim. She's trying to make herself a victim, and it does not make sense to me. I don't know.
And Jason's so stupid. Are you okay? Are you all right, honey? Honey, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. What the fuck?
Nothing's
Shut up.
happening to Janet. Nothing's happening to Janet. I did like the next morning. I guess everyone's hungover. And for some reason, Brittany and Janet are in bed together, and Michelle's on another bed in the room. And they're like, "What are you doing? Like, you don't feel good. You're going to go work out." And she's like, "Working out makes you feel better." And they're like, "No." I did find that relatable. I don't feel better when I work out. I don't want to work out.
No.
I do it under duress.
Yeah.
I do it because there are jeans that I like that I want to wear. And then beyond that, that's the only reason I'm doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, Michelle is the person that I wish I could be. Like, she seems like she's probably so organized.
Mm-hmm.
She's so motivated. All of those qualities that I wish I had and I don't have.
Yeah.
So, no, good for you, Michelle. Kristen wakes up in the morning, and the first text that she gets, and this is what we're talking about, the first text that she gets is from fucking Jax. And why is Jax texting her congrats?
This big mouth Brittany.
Because Brittany told Jax. And they had even had, and we even talked about it last time, Luke announces at, like, the surprise party that they bring Kristen back to, "Hey, everybody, please don't say anything.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to tell our family yet." They're in a different time zone. They're in Hawaii. So they're, I don't know, you've been to Hawaii. How many hours forward is it?
It's 4 hours. Yeah.
From, like, the West Coast. So
yeah.
They're like, we haven't had a chance to tell our family and stuff yet, so please just wait, and then we'll, like, so we can tell our family and things like that. And fucking Brittany tells Jax, so then Jax is telling fucking everyone. He put it in the boys' chat. I thought the boys' chat was for, like, porn and bad gossip. Like, why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's shit. He's shit.
Yep. Yep.
But for Brittany to be like, "I don't know, I'm divorcing Jax. Why wouldn't you tell me?" And it's like, this exactly. Luke's like, "You just illustrated my point and reinforced that I made the right choice not including you in this.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Yeah.
You're not a bad person, Brittany, but you have this fatal flaw, and I didn't want it to fuck up everything."
Mm-hmm.
And Jax would 100% have done that. Because Jax didn't send congratulations to Dodie to make her feel good. He sent that to say, "Hey, I know this thing that you didn't want me to know." He did it to prove a point. He did it for power. He did it for control. He did it so he could exercise. Hey, he wanted to disturb her peace.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, he did.
Ugh. And that's what Luke said. Luke said, "Don't let him disturb your peace." Just, and it just sucks because they didn't have the opportunity to tell their family first.
Yeah.
And he lied to Kristen. He was like, "Oh, it was in the news. I saw it on my news feed," which was bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking, he sucks. Like, I don't understand why anyone still puts up with him. I really don't. Also, Jason, they also showed Jason in his room, and he's, like, on his computer actually working. And she's like, "How long are you going to be working today?" And he's like, "Probably all day." Well, like, she had just said, "Well, we're not going to do stuff. Maybe we'll go home early." And he's like, "I took off work." And she's like, "No, I think this is her engagement weekend now, so it's all done." And he's like, "No, I took off work. I'm going to..." And so I think it felt to me like he was kind of rubbing it in her face. Like, "Oh, if our vacation's over, I'm going to do some work now." I don't know if that was his intention, but that's how I read it. That's what I
that was pretty funny. Yeah.
And she even says, "Well, what's more awkward? Is it us leaving early, or is it us going and staying quiet? No, you go and you're quiet. You're on the trip. Don't make a big statement by not being there.
Mm-hmm.
Go, you're there. But don't make it all about you.
It's not about you.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Which
Brittany is confronted by Kristen. I really appreciated this. I thought it was Kristen. This was like holistic, spiritually and emotionally enlightened Kristen, who was upset still.
Yes.
She was like, listen.
Rightfully so.
Brittany, you should have, and Brittany's like, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why it just came out my mouth. And you're like, come the fuck on. Mm-hmm. Are you serious? And then she's like, I wish I would have been there. And you're like, this is why you weren't there, you fucking idiot. But Kristen doesn't do that. She's like, I know that it wasn't your intention. I'm not mad at you, but this really hurt my feelings.
This is why. But I hate Brittany's excuse of, well, it's just a habit I go back into. I was married to him for 10 years, and we talk every day, and I tell him everything, and I just hate that. I hate that so much. I'm so tired of listening to that. Stop calling him. Stop.
Well, just had to talk about Cruz, and it just came out my mouth.
No.
Talk about Cruz.
Right.
And I get that Jax is charming. I think he is a narcissist, and he knows how to say these things. But you have to decide.
At some point, she has to take responsibility.
Yeah. And everyone knew that if you tell Jax something, he will tell everyone. This isn't a new thing.
Right.
They were talking about this last season. They were talking about this back in Vanderpump Rules. Mm-hmm. She was saying, well, if you tell Jax, Jax is going to tell everyone. Yep. This isn't a new thing. And she's like, I didn't think you'd say something. Mm. Come on. Your feelings were hurt. Mm-hmm. That you weren't invited.
Yep. She did it on purpose.
Yeah. And then he was being nice to you. So then you gave him a little treat. Mm-hmm. And it blew up in your face. Because then Kristen's like, I wanted to have a completely different conversation with you, so now it feels like I'm giving up on you twice. Yeah. It also sucks that you're taking up for Janet over and over and over again. When we had the fight at El Coyote, and Janet screaming at me, you were like, Janet, stop. And then that was it. And that sucks, because you'll rip me apart in front of everybody when you've decided that Janet's hurt. And she's like, well, I just think that you can take it for yourself. I'm sorry. I'll be better. I'm sorry. And at that point, she's like, Zach's feeling the exact same way.
I'm sorry. I would hate that as a friend. If you looked at me and said, well, you can take up for yourself. We're not friends. I'm sorry. We can't be friends anymore. If you won't stand up for me, or if you don't care for me that much, and your excuse to me is, I feel like you can stand up for yourself. No, we're done. That made me so mad when she said that. That is not okay. It's not fair. It's not even at all.
Well, what about Janet says she can't take up for herself?
Right.
Why does she need to stick up for Janet, but not Kristen? Like, why do we not see this? Kristen is going through infertility.
Right.
Which is heartbreaking.
Yep.
She's in the middle of all of this, and what does Janet need? What is the support that Janet needs?
Right. No.
I can't figure out where loudmouth fucking Janet needs support.
What are we missing?
Mm-hmm. I'm missing something. And I was also frustrated that in the after show, Brittany reinforces what she's saying and says, Janet's been a good friend to me. I've never had her do that to me. But she's seen Janet do it to other people. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You can have a friendship with Janet, but you need to keep it separate. And then there was a back and forth conversation in the after show as well, and I was a little confused by this, and I was curious what your thoughts are. Janet was saying that Brittany doesn't talk to her about Kristen. But then Kristen said that she doesn't talk to Brittany about Kristen, but then Brittany said that she did, and then Brittany will say, well, this is what Kristen said about you. And then, but it doesn't ever go the other way. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Somebody's lying, because either Brittany's like, I don't talk to them about each other, but then she clearly is. But I don't know. I don't remember what my point was.
Well, no, I think Brittany's lying. I think Brittany's lying, and I've said from day one that she's afraid of Janet.
Yeah.
That's why she does it, and that's why she lies and says that to Kristen. That's what I think. I don't think she's a real friend to Kristen. I don't think anybody in that group is a real friend to Kristen except Zach. Nobody, nobody in that group except those two are real friends to Kristen. That's it.
Right. And she is going to come out this season, I think, so far, I think it's like Mia, Sweet Angel Baby, and then Kristen's the star of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she's going to come out looking better than just about anybody.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, I think the answer to the original question that Janet asked Jason is, what's the better thing to do, leave early or sit and be quiet? Sit and be fucking quiet, Janet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I'd prefer she was boring at some points.
Mm-hmm.
But I am glad that Brittany and Kristen had that conversation. And I think that she made very clear, good points. And I hope that Brittany gets better about it, but who the fuck knows? I didn't really see Brittany doing anything great on the boat. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think... But it doesn't matter. One of the things that does come up about, like, in that fight, in the after show, they're talking about how, you know, the whole thing is actually creepy because Janet was a fan.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
The convoluted how Janet became friends with the group. And really, it's all through Sheena. And... She's like, well, I wasn't, like, stalking Sheena. But she knew that Sheena was going to be at this party, so she went to the party purposely to meet Sheena, which I would 100% do.
Yeah.
I don't think that she did all of this gunning to get on reality TV. I think it just happened to work out really well for her in that case. Dream scenario, I would fucking love to be on The Valley. I would love to have, like, courtside seats to the weirdness that is happening without having to deal with these producers' edits. Yeah, no, count me in. I would love to be Janet. But I also think that, like, it's Sheena as well. And Sheena is, like, clinging to Janet because that's her only in with this group anymore anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then later on, that next day after the engagement, they are going on a cruise. They've rented a nice, like, yacht kind of situation.
Yeah, holy moly.
It was pretty, and it was all catered, and there were, like, servers there. It was nice. And one of the this is what pissed me off the most about Janet. Of all the shit, she did a couple things this episode, but this is, like, actually, this is probably number 2. Number 1 we'll talk about in a second, but number 2, she goes, you know, I gave Kristen her night, but I'm going to go on the cruise. You gave Kristen her night. Kristen didn't know any of this was happening. You chose not to come because you felt awkward. You gave Kristen her night. You weren't fucking there.
This isn't about you. What are you talking about?
I think that sentence tells you everything you need to know about Janet and where she's at in her head.
Yeah. That's why Kristen thinks she's creepy. That's why the whole fan thing came up. And she's not trustworthy. Again, the whole fan thing. She's not a real friend. That's why I think she keeps coming back to this fan sentence in theory. Because she's creepy. She's not loyal. She's not trustworthy. She's just not a part of this group truly and genuinely. That's why I think she keeps bringing up the fan stuff. That's my opinion. That's how I would feel.
She's ingratiated herself enough in enough with the right people.
Yeah.
And now they can't, like...
Yeah.
It's become a symbiotic
She's a parasite.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Other things that are uncomfortable on the boat, Luke wore a sailor suit.
Oh my god.
Luke wears a sailor suit that looks like a Spirit Halloween sexy sailor costume that a lady would wear. It is so tight.
Like a Sailor Moon dress. You know, like Sailor Moon, like that cartoon?
Yeah. It was he should have been stripping. But
the way Jesse describes it and Jasmine, I could not stop laughing.
You can't unsee what we saw.
No, and they kept panning over.
Because even the cameramen are like, what the fuck? I can't get away from it.
I know.
It's just keep there. And he's standing, everyone's sitting,
eating,
and then he's standing next to the table, so it's right at eye level.
I know.
I had a roommate.
Oh my god.
I had a roommate that was built like Danny DeVito.
Oh,
and he got really into cycling, like long distance cycling, and he would cycle into work and then he'd come home. And we lived in this house that was built in the 70s, so it was very cool. It had half stories, or one half was half a story higher than the other, and these stairs. And he would come and he'd walk up the stairs, and then he'd turn and be like, "Hey, Jen, blah 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 blah," and it was two fists and a thumb, just right at eye level. I was like, "That you really need to start."
Can't.
Oh, Derek needed to wear underwear. I don't know if you can wear underwear with those outfits, but you should.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we got to see what Kristen was working with. That's basically what
everyone knows how that baby got made.
Yep.
Right. And Jesse said, "By not too much."
No.
Jesse had a harsh critique. It looked like there was stuff stuffed in there.
Oh God.
I didn't think that it looked small.
No.
I don't know.
I didn't have that opinion either.
I did think it was funny when they were like, "Thank God he didn't get Scrotox or it would have fallen out." I love that everyone's sick. So everyone's sick either because the boat is in choppy waters or they're looking at his balls.
Oh God, yes.
Everyone's ill, which I thought was fun.
It was amazing.
They have a U-shaped dining table where everyone can kind of only sit on one side, just like in the Coyote Ugly episode. And they're like, "Janet, come sit with us." And by they, I mean Brittany. You can tell by the voice. I'm really good at voices. And she's like, "No, I'm going to sit with my husband." And she makes this big deal of "I'm sitting over here.
Ew, by myself. I'm a victim.
I'm so quiet. I'm not doing anything.
Ew.
I don't want to disturb their peace."
Look at me.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Great. Let's do that.
She's just pouty. And then if she's not pouty, she's saying something shitty.
Yeah.
And she asks Michelle while Michelle's sitting next to Aaron, "What did you ever like about Jesse?" Because Jesse was kind of a douche.
Yeah.
And then Michelle is like, "He wasn't always like this." And she gives these really sweet, they were clearly in love. It was kind of here's all of the amazing things about who Jesse was when I was first with him, which as Aaron must be uncomfortable to sit there and listen to all of that. She's like, he used to make me breakfast in bed. We would go on these really fun dates. We'd be on these hikes, and he was always so hilarious. And he took great care of me. And then he got money and became a douchebag. Oh, I mean, she's like, and then his true colors came out. I think it's the other way around. I think the true Jessie is probably who she was with when they first fell in love.
Yeah.
And I think that money and power corrupts.
Oh,
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think money and power brings out the true person that's down there, because now you are able to do the things that you have always wanted to do. And, he's suppressing the biggest douchebag on the planet, and here it is. Did you watch What Happens Live? So
no,
he was on
I
it.
didn't get...
I just saw a little teeny clip of
Okay.
Andy asking him that. What do you think about what Michelle said? He was so funny. He goes, "No, I've always been a douchebag. I've always been douchey. So she's not wrong. I'm a douchebag. So yeah." I died laughing. That was so funny.
I mean, he's embracing it at least. I wish that it didn't come with being just like shitty and abusive to your ex.
No, yeah, but yeah.
But like he's like, yep, this is who I am. This is what it is.
Oh
right.
God.
Luckily, Luke does change into cargo shorts
I know,
and a mesh button-up shirt for some reason. And he does a very nice toast. And by very nice, I mean at least he's clear and direct. And he's like, listen, I know that some people are a little sad. Sorry about that. There's a reason for it. And I am glad that you are all here.
Yes. Which was nice. I'm glad
that he addressed it.
I did. I love that.
Because he's dealing with Brittany being pissed off that she missed out. He's dealing with Jasmine pissed off that she had to help with balloons when she wasn't planning.
Oh my God,
blowing
balloons!
Up a balloon,
terrible.
In a hot room, and he's dealing with Janet and Jason being like over on a separate little table away from everybody.
Oh fuck!
With their feelings all butthurt, and then he's like, "Listen, I am glad that you were all here. Thank you." Like this is, and I thought that was nice.
I did. I liked it.
Yeah. Zach corners Brittany.
Yeah.
She's like, I know, I'm sorry. And he's like, good, because this fucking sucks. And are you like, you're telling him secrets?
Yeah.
Are you getting back together with him?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to do right now? And 100%, I think that if she didn't have people around her going, don't, I think she would backslide right back to it.
Me too.
Because how many times has she? Who knows? We don't know.
Yeah.
But,
mm-hmm.
And on that note, they switch over to Jax and Schwartz.
Yep.
Which I have so many little things that I wrote down about it. Apparently, one, they're not in condos, they're in townhomes. And it's literally like a duplex townhome.
Yes.
So it's a building, and Jax has one side and Schwartz has the other.
What the fuck?
And according to Kristen and others, Tom did not want Jax to get that space. Did not want. He's like, I was very worried about the optics of this.
Yeah. He should be.
Yeah. And Jax is like, we should knock down this wall and then we'll be. And he's like, no. And apparently they do have a gym that's connected. Like they both have access to the gym. Tom says that Jason Couchy has been respectful and not intruded on his space. I don't know how much I really believe that. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also were telling stories about what it was like when they first had the one apartment where he was like, Jax didn't even have a bedroom. He just had a sheet.
Gross.
And he's like, they would come in all the time. And then Kristen's just got like describing the disgusting food and how gross it was, and they had like chicken under the couch. Oh, I had my first apartment I had with two girls, and I was the awful roommate. I was throwing parties on Tuesday nights. I went wild a little bit, like more than I should have, but it was super fun and no regrets. One of my roommates, I think she has me blocked on all social media. Alex, I think it started with a K. I don't even remember your last name. I was too drunk. I was a terrible roommate. And if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was a monster. And I'm so sorry.
Alex K, she doesn't regret, no.
I don't regret how much fun I had. I do regret what a disgusting, shitty roommate
Don't believe her.
I do too. I really do feel bad. I was a piece of shit as a roommate, and I'm so sorry.
Wow.
My other roommate was my friend, one of my best friends, and then she started dating one of my other best friends, who I set her up with like a fucking idiot. And he had a bunch of nerd friends, and they would come over, like, because they didn't want to hang out at their mom's house, and so they would come out to our house, and then they would eat pizza and leave it under the couch, and then it would rot. And then I
Gross.
couldn't eat pizza for 12 years
Ugh.
because of the PTSD from that pizza. So I was bad. They were worse. Tom and Jackson, Tom Sandoval sound like.
Oh God,
even
yeah,
worse than that.
so sick.
You got married young, right?
I
Did
did.
you ever have an apartment with roommates? Or did you
No,
just go straight
I
into...
just moved straight in with my husband. Had no idea how to take care of him. Had no idea how to take care of myself, and then had a baby. And here you go, figure that shit out. That was nice.
I genuinely think that everyone should get an opportunity to live without a spouse at some point, like before they get married.
Oh yeah.
But you got tricked into it.
I did. I was 21. 21. I had a baby at 22. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
We just told Sam this. Sam didn't know. I had my first apartment before I had my driver's license.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you know that nowadays these kids out here are choosing not to get a driver's license?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
I was exactly the same way.
I don't understand.
I was like, I'm gonna kill someone with a car.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna drive a car. It's terrifying to me. I'm gonna kill someone if I drive a car. And do you know what I did when I got a car? Drove it under a semi-truck. And then do you know what I did with the next car? I got in every fender bender imaginable. I tiny little accidents all over Nova.
You did that on purpose, like subconsciously on purpose.
I was just really bad at it. I lost that bumper to a Coke machine in a mall parking lot. I was just a really bad driver. Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway.
I'm a good driver now, knock on wood.
I'm just so glad that my child got her license at 16 and is not this generation of garbage where they're 20 years old and refuse to get their fucking license.
It's scary.
No.
I'm a millennial. I'm 2 generations before that, and I didn't want to get my license.
Peyton's getting her license at 16.
I feel like Peyton wanted to get her license. Peyton wants to. Yeah. Sam wants to. Henry doesn't even want to ride a bike, so Henry will be Ubering all over the place, I have a feeling.
Okay.
But
where were we?
But Jackson Schwartz.
Okay.
Jackson Schwartz are talking about... Well, Schwartz comes in and he's like, hey, I got you some TV dinners, some Hungry Man meals.
That's right.
Which was fucking depressing. Yeah. Those aren't good for you. Don't eat them. Jax. That's silly. And then he's like, oh, I've got news. And then he proceeds to tell Schwartz that Kristen got engaged. They have to go back to her. And he's like, oh, you should text her. I'm going to text her. And he's like, no. I wasn't even supposed to tell you. I'm not supposed to know. And he's like, Schwartz already knew because Schwartz is in the voice chat. Right? Yeah. There's some plot holes here, guys. Yeah. We know that Schwartz knew. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have told you. I don't want to be the one that told you. He walked in the door and you wanted to be the one to tell him.
Right.
It's such fucking bullshit.
It's dumb.
And then he's like, well, how do you know? It's like, oh, I was talking to Brittany. And do you think we're rushing into divorce? Like, maybe we haven't even tried. We didn't even try going to counseling. Him saying that was so irritating because we watched his wife beg him to go to therapy with her. Mm-hmm. Watched him beg. Watched her cry and go, I want to have another baby, but we can't do it like this. Mm-hmm. And then him go, stop crying. And she goes, I can't even have emotions. And he's like, no, you can't stop. Yep. And then he's like, why are we doing this? And Tom Schwartz can see the manipulation happening. And he even says, are you trying to convince her that, are you trying to rewrite this and work backwards? No. Yeah. And he's like, do you think it's a bad idea? And Tom Schwartz, to his credit, is like, yeah, that's a bad idea. Yeah. No, don't do this. This is dumb. Do not be that guy. Do not do this. Because I think Tom Schwartz knows, like we all do, that if Jax is like, you haven't even given me a chance post-rehab. I think I want to do this the right way. I want to show you that I've changed. That she would go, okay, this is the last time, Jax. You're going to be in so much trouble if you ever do anything else.
Absolutely.
Which, she says if he writes anything on Twitter about her engagement, he is done. He is done. He threw a fucking table at you and he's not done.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That is such an empty fucking threat, Brittany.
Yeah.
You saying that Jax is done means nothing.
Yeah.
It's like the mom being like, do it again and it's over. Right. I mean it. Sure.
Right.
No one believes you. If you're
right.
She's not that she should have to be parenting Jax, but ugh.
Just like you said, if she didn't have friends around her going, don't do that, she would probably go back to him. If he said stuff like that to her, maybe we could go to counseling. I'm just out of rehab.
Yeah.
She'd be like, okay.
I mean, I would love to see the text messages because I bet there's about, I think you could probably scroll through 50 of them.
Yeah.
He did exactly that to her.
Yeah.
Ugh. Luckily, that's all we see of Jax.
Yeah.
That's the end of it. Just him being an asshole.
Yeah.
And needing to let everyone know that he knows, and then trying to get the news out before Kristen and Luke can tell their families. Oosh. Okay. Go back to the boat. Michelle and Janet are talking on a lower deck of the boat. And I guess Zach had apologized to Michelle, pulled Michelle aside and apologized and said, hey, the Jenna thing, I was bringing Jenna out. I thought that it was fun. I didn't realize that it was affecting you this way. I'm sorry. I won't do it anymore. It's done. I apologize. Right? And Michelle's like, cool. Then Zach goes, and just so you know, I invited her. I wasn't trying to make it into a big thing. There are other people that were bringing up the fact that that Jesse and Aaron dated. I wasn't the one that kept bringing it up. Sheena kept bringing it up, and Janet kept bringing it up. So, I did bring Jenna around. Yeah. I'm not the one that was stirring up shit with Jenna.
Yeah.
And so, Michelle's like, so, this is what Zach said. So, I thought that she was trying to address that with Janet and be like, can you chill the fuck out? And Janet took it as, oh, we're going to get Zach for this. Yeah. This was kind of the vibe that I got.
Yeah. It got all twisted.
Yeah, and Michelle is so, keeps everything close to the chest, tries to be kind of stoic, isn't getting into the fray until she gets pushed through it with Jesse, which I think kind of sucks in this scenario. I wish she would speak up more and be like, Janet, I don't need you to fight this battle for me.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. So Janet's like, Zach, can you come down here? We need to talk about this. Ugh. And basically, Kristen also joins. Thank fucking God. And this is Queen Dodie. I'm so glad she's back. She's doing it for good. She's fighting evil with her crazy. Right? God, I love her. And she's like, Jenna was Sheena's best friend. It wasn't like a thing. I was just establishing where I knew who and who from. I wasn't trying to make a fucking weirdo thing about it.
Yeah.
And she's like, I could have had this conversation with Michelle at El Coyote, and I feel like she was trying to mouth to me that she wasn't mad at me. Yeah. I was like, I would love Michelle to confirm that. She doesn't. Yeah. And she's like, but then I have you screaming like a banshee. And Janet goes, that's not how I remember things. Oh. Which is weird because Janet pops up to that multiple times. She brings it up as a joke to Jason. She's talking about how she was screaming when she and Danny had their, very delicate truce that they made at the pool. What the fuck is going on? And that's not how I remember things. Everyone remembers you screaming, accountability! Everyone saw that.
Yeah.
Fucking Janet. And she's like, well, it's, when you brought up the ring thing and you attacked my marriage. And that's true. Kristen brought up this rumor. She had no reason to bring up. She's like, but you attacked Danny and Mia. And also, I'm not accusing your husband of this. I'm just repeating what I heard. It's all about the nuance of words that are used. So I wasn't accusing you. I was repeating an accusation.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a thin line there. And I feel like Kristen goes, okay, I shouldn't have said that. I apologize to you. We talked about it in person.
Again.
And you're still bringing this up again. Like, we aren't moving forward like you said that you wanted to move forward. You wanted to fix things. We're not doing that. And you're just coming after me over and over and over again. And then we have her go, well, the Danny and Nia, the Danny of it all, he's sexually assaulting people. And that's the line, which I think is a very fair line. She's like, technically, according to the law, that is the definition of what he's done. But Danny didn't do it to her. He did it to Melissa. He did it to Jasmine.
Yeah.
He has gone to them multiple times and apologized. He has had the sit-down conversation. He has heard them out. He has tried to fix his, his behavior. He's going to therapy over it, marriage counseling, all that fucking shit. And she's still like, he sexually assaults people. And then she also brings up another convoluted story, which only people have heard from her. Or mysterious Jared, who we can't really remember who he is or where he comes from. But Jared, who's in the background causing fucking problems.
Yeah.
That he had gotten handsy with a bachelorette party who wanted to take pictures, fans wanting to take pictures. And he said something along the lines of, Nia's my number one, or Nia's top tier, or something, but, I have a weakness for hot girls in short skirts. And there have been several versions of this, but only from Janet. No one is like, I heard it. Janet says she heard it from Jason. Jason says he never heard it. She says, oh, well, Jared did. How fucking convenient that it's Jared that's the one that heard this.
Yeah.
Watch Jared be actually like her invisible friend.
Yeah.
Like, not a real person. I don't know. But it sucks. So she's like, he's sexually assaulting people. And that's too far for Kristen. She's like, you can't say that. This is slander. This is, like, defamatory. You can't do this. This isn't just throwing out, like, he's being a creep. You're taking it too far. Like, this could fuck up his life.
Yeah.
Is Janet correct?
Yes.
Yeah. But she's framing it in a way, she's wording it in a way. Her tone is in such a way that she's lumping him in with rapists.
Yes.
And I think that sucks.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm sorry. It's horrible that I had to do that.
Yeah. No, and you didn't have to do anything. No.
In the after show, they're like, well, Kristen's the one that brought it up. Well, it's because they have to keep going back. Well, then you did this, but then before that, I was just reacting to this, and then before that, I was reacting to this.
Yeah.
Janet's going to go as far back as she needs to make sure that she's the least of the problem.
Yeah.
And she's going to blow up and twist things just enough that technically what she's saying is the truth, but exaggerate everything else and put them in really shitty situations.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristen's fucking dumb. So Kristen leaves. And Kristen's upstairs with everyone else, just angry and huffing and puffing and kind of freaking out. She's like, your fucking wife, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason's like, what happened? I don't understand. She's like, she's saying that Danny sexually assaulted them. And Danny and Nia are like, what happened? What's going on? She's like, sexually assaulted. And the whole thing is just nuts. And then you have Melissa and Jasmine. I guess Jasmine was too seasick to really say anything.
Yeah.
And Melissa's like, stop saying my name. Stop bringing me into this. While I think that that's great, I think she needed to take it a step further and say, Janet, stop bringing me up in this.
Yeah.
I've dealt with Danny. Danny and I have had a conversation.
Yeah.
And if she's not cool with Danny, we need to know that. But they're all standing around each other. Everything seems fine to me.
Yeah.
So Janet is trying to bring up old shit. She's like, I'm just saying what happened. It's like, okay, well, I'm just saying that I heard that your husband takes his ring off. And Janet says in the after show that her concern is that she thinks that people will think that those things are equal. Danny being handsy and sexually assaulting people, and her husband taking off his wedding ring. She's like, I want to make sure that everyone doesn't think that's equal. No one thinks those things
Oh
are the
my
same.
God, no.
No one thinks that. You don't
No.
have to keep bringing it up to make
Yep.
sure that we don't think that.
Nope.
It's gross.
You're a terrible person.
I genuinely think that it's dangerous what she's doing.
Yeah.
But then the difficult part of that is technically she's correct.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking sick of her. So that's basically the end of the episode.
Yeah, Kristen just tells her to get off the boat.
Get off my boat.
Yeah, it's my party. Get off my boat. Suck a dick, basically. I love it.
Yeah. I wish she'd said
I wish she would have said it because she had the exact same tone.
Yes.
I loved it so much. And Janet just sat there.
Yeah.
But.
And Janet, do you know what you could have done? Shut the fuck up.
Just be quiet like you said you were going to do.
Everything would be fine if you shut the fuck up.
Yep.
So is this actually all Michelle's fault?
Oh!
Kind of. Michelle, shut the fuck up. Or, if you're saying, no, I'm trying to address this with you.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. But
yeah.
Michelle's also, I don't know. I think that Sheena Shea and Janet have drummed up the drama of the Jenna Aaron situation for fun, to be relevant. And I think that hopefully they're going to watch this season back and go, oh shit. But I don't know.
I mean, they can put a cease and desist on Janet and tell her to stop talking about it. You can do that.
Yeah. Or else
you could threaten to sue her. Yeah.
I kind of hope they do. I'm interested to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Not tomorrow. When it's going to happen next week, because it just is going to continue to spiral out of control.
I know.
And I'm excited to see what input Jax has, because we know it's going to be batshit crazy and deeply hypocritical.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, I know.
Matt came to me and he was like, oh, my God, did you see that Janet and Jason fled the country?
Oh, I know.
She's so overwhelmed. And I was like, no, babe, you're cute.
Yeah,
you're cute.
look at you.
That showed up on your feed. I was like, we already have a statement from Janet. This was a planned vacation. Yeah. They're already planning to leave, and they're not in Mexico. They're in Europe. It's fine.
Yeah.
But she isn't. I don't think Janet's reading the room. I don't think she can see.
Well.
What an asshole she's being. This is the Jahari window. You have to be open to hearing what people are saying about you.
Oh my God, no. That's the opposite of Janet. She will not see, but maybe she could stay out of the country and, I don't know, not come back. That would be nice.
I just feel like there would be good drama here without her manufacturing it.
Yeah.
You know? There's enough shit going on. I don't need her drumming it up on her own. I don't.
No.
So, anyway. Oh, we have to go back to the one other thing that was said about Danny and the Bachelorette Party fans.
Oh, yeah.
And that story.
Yes.
We find out in the after show, Danny said that he had actually gotten a call the next day. And Jason talks about this call and he says, I said, hey, you've got a family. You need to be really careful about how you're interacting with these people. You need to chill out.
Yeah, with fans. Yeah.
With fans.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny said basically the exact same thing, but he also said that Jason said, you did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
But, it's a little too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to know with this group what that line of too much is, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you're a celebrity type. They're on a show. I guess it's a celebrity, they're on TV and you have fans. I I think you should be careful either way, because
Yeah.
you don't know what the public and or people are going to do or say. So if you're touching someone or standing close to someone, I think you should be careful either way, whether you have a past that you have done something, someone has accused you or not. Like, regardless, they could say you did something. And so,
Right.
I mean, that, I think Jason just saying be careful, I think could be taken innocently. He could just be
Yeah.
like, they could say you did something.
Right.
And Danny didn't do anything. I don't want people to infer that Danny did something or imply. I don't know the difference between those words, but
Right.
it could be innocent because we don't know these people. It's the public.
No.
You don't know what these people are going to say. You don't know what they're going to do. And so, I mean, sometimes there's celebrities that don't touch fans. They don't get near fans. They don't do any of that because of those things.
Right. Or, like, a great example is Keanu Reeves. He, like, makes a point to, he'll, like, have his hand hovering over someone's shoulder.
Yeah.
Or, like, he never, people will grab him, and he always, like, goes to, like, a very respectful place. And that, it's, like, over the top.
Yeah.
But sincere, like, how he carries himself. And then when, but he's genuine and kind with fans, but he's always, and I think, not that Danny's Keanu Reeves, but, like, that's what he's got to do, and that's what they all have to do to be safe. And that, you know, that sucks that you have to worry about that. But let's be honest, I think a lot more women are having to worry about being essayed than anyone is having to worry about being accused. So it's like, just protect yourself. Just, you know, be careful, Danny. Danny, free Danny. Justice for Danny. He's doing his fucking best.
I know.
I am 100% on team. Everybody is going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Just do your best. Do you make that mistake to fix it? And he has.
Yeah.
Why can't Janet move on?
Yeah. People love Danny, and that's probably why they want to take pictures with him or whatever they want with him, because people love him so much. So I don't know.
Danny. Oh, Nia. I'm sorry Nia's having to deal with this. And also Danny's like, they had also freaked out at Danny and Nia earlier for being late. And he's like, you know what? I'm fucking tired.
Right.
I can take an extra 10 minutes to take a shower.
Yeah.
Because this is my vacation and I have 3 under 3.
Right.
And I support them in that 100%. Because I had twins and I didn't have another kid on top of that.
Yeah.
And it's fucking exhausting. One kid is fucking exhausting at that age. Yep. So everyone needs to give them grace. They're allowed to be late.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
Back off their junk.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Bethany Frankel said? Off my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we are going to do true crime story time next week because you found a gem. Keely is the queen of finding the good ones. I'm only on episode 1 so far, but you're going to give us a rundown of a really fantastic new one.
Yes, we are going to talk about all 3 next week and just that next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's going to be so good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. And I don't know how to sign off. Don't tell anybody I adopted another cat today. That's something I'm
Don't tell anybody.
I'm not allowed to talk about it because if we talk about it, it's embarrassing to say how many cats we have. But if I don't talk about how many cats we have, it's not embarrassing.
What?
Right?
Oh, come on. Did you see a little clip on Facebook of Cordell? They did a little interview on him because they're all doing press for the new
show,
series.
Which is next week.
Yeah. What's it called? Beyond the Villa, I think. And on the red carpet or whatever press tour, a reporter asked him, okay, Cordell, how many cats is too many cats? And he said 6.
No!
And she goes, really? And he goes, yeah, I think he said he had 2. He goes, I have 2. One's good, 2's okay. 3, maybe you're pushing it. 4, I can't. 5, 6 is way too many. And I just laughed. I almost sent you the clip. I might send it to you and find it.
If
but
you
it
see
was
it, you gotta
so
send it to me, but don't send it to Matt.
funny.
That is glorious. I love Cordell. Cordell doesn't know, though, because I thought that 4 was too many, but then you get 5 and it doesn't mean anything.
No.
There's no difference. And then 6 is the same as well. So,
yeah.
And I don't need a non-commercial kennel license until I have more than 8.
Right. So what's the difference?
What's the difference?
What's the difference, people? Come on.
And now I've got my son. He's cleaning the litter boxes and feeding them.
What?
I know. It's amazing.
That's a gem.
It's a gem. I tried to let Matt put his name down because none of the cats have his last name. The boys have Matt's last name, so all of our pets have my last name.
Nice. That's amazing.
So that's the only cheaty name that's going to be living on is my adopted cats. That's sad. All right. Well, on that note, everyone get excited for an epic true crime story time next week. And we'll see you then.
It's bonkers. Okay.
So good. Bye-bye.
Bye.